The the defensive performance in the second half is what I take away. You know, we got to go over the last 3-4 minutes, straight line layups. That's not acceptable. But the defense, I thought we made them shoot over us, even though at the beginning of the half they were outrunning us, and we talked a couple times about, you know, the pace that we want to play. We're not the fastest team, but there's no chance that we should get outrun. DeAndre bounced back, had to get him out. He just was not guarding, and that'll be addressed again in film and practice tomorrow. First half, I was not. Shot selection was fine in the first half. Ball didn't go in, and
Did you say anything to DeAndre when you threw back in? Because he seemed like he came.
Dave Duda grabbed him.
What's that?
Dave Duda grabbed him.
He seemed like.
I grabbed Dave at a timeout, and I said, we can't win this game without him. So so you'd have to ask Dave what he. Hopefully it was G-rated, but he needed a kick in the ass, to be honest with you.
He scored 9 points during that 12-0 run, and besides the points, maybe a couple of people fouls and attacking the glass. Can you just talk about him during that 12-0 spurt he had?
Well, it was the defensive end. You know what I mean? Like the O is the bigger part of there, Aaron. We were able to get runs, get down the floor, attack. You know, it says a lot. We were down 7, and I just told them they earned this. They earned this. So down 7, we made a big 3. We made another big stop. He made a run out, got fouled on a but you know, a spurt. Now he has to build on that. But that defense for the first 28 minutes was not acceptable. Across the board, not just him.
Phil, has that been a problem? I mean, has he been a good defender for you?
Well, we are, I'll say it to you this way, Mike, we're counting on him to be a good defender because we can't, you know, Langston, he played 39 minutes and really 40 minutes, but he can't play 40 minutes, be our leading scorer, and guard the other teams. So we were counting on DeAndre, and we've seen better. But his switch needs to be flipped back on defensively.
So just with young kids sometimes maybe?
I don't really know because I don't see him as a young kid, Mike. I see him. He's a basketball player. He starts on our team. He starts on a good team, but he's counted on, and he has to know that he is being counted on. And there's a certain standard of play. You know, he cannot be asleep at the wheel. And that's not his MO. He has a high motor. That's what has been somewhat baffling to me.
Because sometimes your coaches say, you know, they're only good at the offense, or they're only good, you know, they want to be the offense. They don't want to, you know.
Not him. He has an old way of looking at the game, but you know, there's just more there. There's more there. I'll be kind right now. Say there's.
What does that say about your team that you're down, you know, and then put on that run?
I think 2 times, Mike. I think the end of the first half was a big deal. We got 5-0 in the last minute, and I actually said to the 4 oldest guys, "We've been down this road. You know what I mean? Like we get back, we get a lead, and then we have to salt it away." DeAndre, not so much. He doesn't have as many experiences as these other guys. But there was a lot there. I mean, it was you know, we hadn't won 3 games in a row, and Langston got hurt on the last play of practice yesterday, an ankle. Halil's back seized up. That's why he didn't shoot the ball in the first half. He was trying to kind of masquerade his way through. So I think it's a good win, and obviously much needed. And now you got to get a rhythm. You got to get a feel. Play again on Tuesday. And somebody asked me the other day about the league. I don't even think the players know that the league starts next week, to be honest with you. I think they know they have a game Tuesday. But I'd be surprised if any of them knew that we had a game Saturday against Denver. I think that this group has really done, a day at a time. And there's more. We can play. We can and will have to play much better.
Phil, as you saw the defensive effort pick up, did that also translate itself to better offense?
Oh, no question about it. I was never really concerned offensively. I thought we were doing some nice things. We were a little bit asleep at the wheel on something that they do on a side ball screen that we had practiced a lot of. We had a couple guys frozen in space there, but like pace of the game. I mean, even though we didn't shoot the heck out of the ball, we're still walking out of here scoring 73 points. We had a 45-point half. And I just keep going back with this team and say, we had 240 minutes, 20 against Drexel and 20 against Loyola. We scored 112 points and had 5 turnovers. So it's there. The execution, what we wanted to run, we ran. But in the first half, we didn't take the ball to the basket enough, particularly with these new rules, and we didn't shoot the ball well.
So I don't know if that's DeAndre has sat as long as he did, maybe as long as he did today. What made you decide to put him back in? Had you thought about just leaving him out longer, or did you just look at
Well, the only when I looked out there, we've talked. We're going to talk about this every night. We have to get something productive from our bench. You know what I mean? Like, put them in, okay? And for what? So at that point in time, as you looked out there, okay, we had gotten the game stabilized, but were we going to win the game with one of our 5 best players sitting on the bench? Probably not. We're not built like that yet. And only when Dave came back and told me, give him a shot, that was my only reason. Because it was just lackadaisical. You know what I mean? He's better than that.
So were you pleased with Chris's aggression, especially in the first half?
Yeah, I think that, Chris left some plays out there, which is good. You can should have taken a timeout instead of walking on the baseline. He ran in to challenge a layup, and a 3-point shooter was in front. And he's more orchestrating of our offense, less pounding of the ball. But certainly, that stretch where he didn't make any shots a couple of weeks ago, he works at it. And, we certainly need a balanced attack with this team. Have a nice New Year. If I don't see you Tuesday, be safe in this weather, please.